Alright, sige, simulan na natin. Let me just adjust things really quick. Good afternoon, everyone. Magsisimula na po ang labanan between Omega Esports versus 16-bit Gear. Alright, we'll talk more about that. I'll just fix something really quick. Yung main monitor ko dapat nakalabas dito. Alright, I just want to adjust this really quick. So, para makita natin yung live ng content. Okay, pero loading pa naman. Good afternoon again, everyone. My name is Leoric PH. Ako po yung magkakasabi ngayon of the first round of the playoffs. And fortunately, unang mapapanood po natin, I think audio is okay, right? Fortunately, mauna po makikita natin ngayon is Omega Esports versus 16-bit gaming. 16-bit Gear is the sole representative from South Korea. And if you know, South Korea is one of the strongest when it comes to League of Legends. So this team is one of the strongest team right now sa Korea. And then Omega Esports, sponsored by Smart. And pag Smart nasa Pilipinas yan, we are gonna be watching them. Also, players po ng 16-bit Gear, thanks so much Kaisaya for this information that you provided us. Baron laner po na si Honey Badger, jungler is Chicken, si mid si Choir, ADC si Pro J. Not sure what's wrong. Yep, biglang namamatay yung background music ko, but we're gonna fix that. Anyway, si mid nila si Choir, ADC si Pro J, then support nila si Tong. Let us go to Omega Esports. Yung average po nila na mga ranks are in challenger na. Alright? So is 16-bit Gear nasa diamond pala yung average na mga players nila when it comes to their ranks. Diba? But here in challenger na po not Liab Esports. I'm looking at Omega Esports. Baron na si JLC. Very strong team, by the way. Jungler, si impressive mid Arise. ADC, si Time Lapse support is stronger. I would say Philippines has a very good chance in this game, man. Last time kinover natin sa 16-bit Gear doon sa group stages, last part of the group stages, natalo ng DR Esports yung 16-bit Gear, but it was a very good fight by both teams. Umabot ng 3 games nga yung laro na yun, di ba? And the second game was action-packed, and it was a base race. So it was a very back-and-forth game, but in the end, DR Esports won against 16-bit Gear. But man, that was just the group stages. We do not see the real score. We do not see the real capacity of a team during the group stages, especially that these teams already know that they're already inside the playoffs. Hindi na nila ipapakita yun. So playoffs, it's gonna be a different ball game, much more high level. 16-bit Gear is sharp, man. They are sharp. Right. So I guess nagsastarting soon na sila Assassin Dave. Again, this is credits to Assassin Dave, man. Assassin Dave is the hosting it's Assassin Dave who is hosting. Uy, ang ganda ng mga picks nila, oh. Paano nila ginagawa yan? Ingit tuloy ako. No repeated heroes. Ayan, nakikita na natin. I'll go to the screen. Kita na natin kagad ano nangyayari dito ngayon, okay? Hinaan ko lang to. Right. Team A cannot pick these 3 champions in best of 3 anymore. Okay, it's already banned daw, sabi. Okay, so na-banned na yon. It's gonna be a best of 3, okay? Dave bot pa lang pala ito. Alright, kasi wala pa. Nag-intro pa lang sila, Dave. Anyways, let's talk about the teams. More about the teams. Information about them. Okay. Again, we're gonna be looking at Omega Esports challenger team, average challenger team dito sa Pilipinas. Average yung parang majority of their players are already in challenger, okay? So yeah, that's already very strong. It's very hard to reach challenger, man. Nonetheless, master. I don't know if may master, but may si Sengoku may grandmaster na. So yeah, Sengoku, one of my bet dito sa sa tournaments na ito. So, yeah. Only one champion. Behold. Tingnan ko lang ano yung pinapakita nila. Ano. May magkakaroon pala ng All-Stars. Asia Brawl. Thanks again, Assassin Dave, for hosting this tournament, man. $7,000 of prize pool to be shared. Anong team ngayon? Maglalaro po ngayon is Omega Esports versus 16-bit Gear. Very good teams, both of them, man. It's gonna be action-packed, right? Antayin lang natin, magsisimula na in a bit. And andyan na po sila, Assassin Dave. They're already starting sa what do you call this? They're already starting sa intros of the game. Let me just fix something really quick. One moment, please. I'm not sure bakit hindi naglo-load yung chat natin, but I wanted it to show up, pero somehow wala. Hindi nag-show up yung chat natin, but that's okay. Hindi naman importante ang chat. Ang titignan talaga natin dito is the game. But here we are already on the pick screen. Ang bilis alright? So, Stronger is already on the Lulu. Response mo naman dito sa kabila is on the Oriana, and then Olaf for their Baron laner, I believe so. So I guess they're picking Olaf this time. Then we have Impressive of Graves. Pang respond nila sa Olaf, and their ADR is gonna be Misfortune right here. Sa kabila naman si Jin, so most probably this is gonna be a late game. Jin is gonna be a slow starter, especially yung meta ni Jin talaga is going for Guardian Angel at the start. So Jin is gonna start late, but man, that's the purpose of Jin. You go into the late game, diba? So that's why you get the Guardian Angel at the start of the game. Kahit na wala ka pang damage, as much as possible, you have to farm, and you have to survive and not die, right? And this is kasi pag namamatay ka, nade-delay yung farm mo, etc. So yeah, so you get Guardian Angel from the start and try to drag the game in the late game. So far, andyan naman si Alistar to protect him. Olaf is gonna be the aggressor of this game, more or less. And tingnan natin sino kukunin nila dito for their Baron laner. I think Wukong is banned, I'm not sure. So their Baron laner, this Yasuo kukunin nila. So I guess Olaf is gonna be the Baron laner. No, the jungler. Nila is gonna be a Yasuo. Yasuo is strong with the buff, man. Diba? So yeah, dito sa kabila, Lulu, right? And Arise is on the Zed, one of his specialties. Si Zed, napakalakas ni Arise mag Zed dyan. And then they have Akali for the Baron lane. So it's gonna be Akali versus Yasuo. I'd say yes, kaya naman ni Yasuo si Akali. Ganda kasi ng wind wall ni Yasuo to counter Akali's aggression. So yeah, but if this carries in the late game, man, there's no real tank here sa Omega Esports. So they have to be aggressive here, especially in the mid game. Arise on the Zed. That's the play right there. Zed is very strong in the mid game. So I think they are gonna be taking control of the game on the mid game. So even if they don't have hard tank, maybe Graves is gonna go for tanking items dito. But yeah, that's okay. The game drags on to the late game, so they have to be careful here. Pero I trust Omega Esports. They're a very strong team. So, but nonetheless, this is gonna be a very exciting. This is gonna be a very. Nakabago pre. Per team. So 4 bans all in all po ang nangyari dito. Alright, and we have the picks right here already. Oh, hindi pa. So, yeah. again, credits to Assassin Dave for hosting this very beautiful event, man. Thanks for making Wild Rift, Wild Rift community much more exciting, diba? We need tournaments like this. This is outside Riot. I don't know if this is out. Yeah, I think this is outside Riot, man. And they were able to get the funds for the tournament. Hindi pa nagpapa-tournament si Riot. And I guess maganda ang coverage natin ngayon because 'di ba kahapon kaka-release lang ng spectator mode. Unlike before that we are only restreaming live from others. Right now we have camera control now and we can focus on other teams for every player. Man, wala akong control ngayon. I'm just restreaming Assassin Dave's stream, but I'm gonna be casting the game through my vision, right? Yung makikita ko lang. So they're gonna be controlling the camera most of the time, and that's what we are gonna be looking at. But nonetheless, okay pa rin. Guys, we want the chats to be clean, man. We're gonna be muting everyone na is gonna make this is gonna be toxic, right? So pasensya na. Right, I'm gonna delete these comments na hindi naman maganda. Right, Lord, again, good afternoon. Ilang bans per team? 2 bans po. Right, it's okay to joke around, man, but don't be toxic. Don't be toxic, right? We're here to have fun. Right? They're already invited so that they can spectate the game. Alright. Sige. Ito na. I think yung na yun, yung area na yun, that is where the pick happens. And then, once all the pick is already there, they are gonna go to the lobby. Ito. Pang pick lang pala ito. Paano lang ginawa ito? I'm not sure how. Chat, any idea how they're doing this? Ganda gamitin ito for the future tournaments, di ba? Ganda for picks. Kasi mas visualize ng mga viewers pag may ganito, di ba? And then once they already done their pick here, doon sa character selection, they're just gonna follow it again, and that is it, di ba? So very good job by Assassin Day organizing this. Galing pag ganito. Hindi ko alam paano to not sure how, but sige, I'm gonna research how this is done so that we can apply this in our tournaments in the future, di ba? Ang ganda ng ginagawa ng Assassin Dave dito. Alright, yeah, dami ng chats. Alright, Lods, paano bukasan yung spectator mode? I-invite ka po nila, right? The players in the lobby will be inviting you to join the lobby, and then you transfer yourself to the top side of, meron pong parang 3 icons dyan sa taas. Just click on it so that you will be a spectator. Instead na player ka, click on the top. Di ba pwede ka mag-transfer from left side to right side on a custom game? Click the top circle and then you will be a spectator in the game. Alright, we are already warping into the game. Ganda ng ganda ng skin ng Lulu na. I like the Lulu Misfortune combo here. Pero late game, I respect the Alistar and the Jhin, man. So let's see. Omega Esports will have to be aggressive here early in the game and even in the late part of the game. That will be their window of opportunity to win this game. So let's see how they are going to be carrying this against a very strong team. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Boys and girls, welcome to Wild Rift Game 1 of Omega Esports versus 16-bit Gear. On the blue team po ang Omega team dito, and ganda na rotation, early rotation by the Lulu here so that they can harass this Orianna right here. Zed is gonna be very powerful early in the game, pero si Orianna is one good counter of Zed's aggression kasi may shield si Orianna, and that ball is just annoying, man. Tapos sa taas, dito sa baba, Jhin is being zoned away by Lulu and the MF. Good job by them, but Alistar is now here to help after matapos ni Alistar, tumulong ni Alistar with the warding and everything. At the top naman, si Akali will have the advantage here over the Yasuo, knowing that Yasuo is a ranged champion, right? Si Graves mo dito is already on the blue buff rotation niya. Tingnan natin yung rotation niya mamaya. I believe may delay naman ito. Linagyan naman ito ng delay nila Assassin. Okay. So, yes, again, early game na win condition dito ng Omega is really, they have to be aggressive right here. Pero ang ganda ng warding dito ng red team. Yasuo already knows about this, so Graves will have to try to what do you call this? De-ward this first. Mag-de-ward muna siya bago siya makaka-ikot nito. So that's the problem with aggressive lineups. But si Olaf dito umiikot po sa likod, nasa bottom lane po. Hopefully the cameraman will see this, and there it is. Olaf tries to poke the MF, but they know about this. They will not be deterred, but that's good rotation right there by Olaf. At least maka-farm pa ng malaki si Jhin dito, and to distract MF from poking Jhin down. Napakahina ni Jhin sa simula talaga. You can always poke Jhin down to shut him down. Especially sila Draven, si MF. Those are the counters of Jhin right now on the lane. So yeah, good job by Olaf distracting this MF and Lulu at the bottom. And level 4, nag-reset po dito. Level 5 na po si Zed dito, and let the pain begin, man. Magsisimula na ito mag-all in si Arise. I cannot see the items, man. So hindi ko makita kung pag-reset niya nakabuo ba siya ng main item niya. But I don't think so. Nasa 2 minutes 30 seconds pa naman tayo sa game, right? Gold is pretty much even, just 100 gold leading po yung red team. Ito na yung items. Si Zed is already 2 items in. Orianna isa pa lang. This is the mask. So I think uunahin ni Orianna dito is Liandry's Torment, which is good. Alright. So okay pa naman. Alright. Fog of War is turned on. They're already pinging on the dragon, which will be spawning anytime soon. So we should see the first clash of this game. Pero ang galing ng ginagawa dito nila MF and Lulu sa baba. They're shoving the lane so that hindi po makapag-rotate gaano dito ang support sa bottom lane. If you stop the support from rotating, your lane is gonna your team is gonna have an easier task right here. Masakit po pag magsasama po yung jungler tsaka yung support eh. Or reset by the bottom laners. Jhin is gonna be shoving this time, and 15 seconds magsuspawn na po yung dragon, and I think we are gonna be spotting our first clash of the game right here. There it is. 3 red champions right here going for the rift. Scuttler already, and is it gonna be a clash? Tatlo lang po andito from the red team, so they have to be careful here. But Zed goes back in the middle. Will try to shove the lanes first before they position again. So Rift Scuttler is taken by the red team, so they will have vision over this dragon, and they are gonna be starting already. Red team is here. 4 champions na andito. Si Zed po nahuli, and that is gonna be trouble for them. The dragon is still being taken. Makakarating ba si Zed? Zed will not be helping right here. So it's gonna be a clash. MF sends out his ult. First blood given to the Yasuo, and Yasuo kills Graves, and red team gets the dragon. Oh my golly, bakit Omega hindi bumunta doon, hindi tumulong doon si Zed? They will be going for the first turret instead, and they will get it. So that's consolation. But again, man, first blood and the dragon, that's the most important parts in this early part of the game. And their win condition should be taking control of the early game and mid game. But this objectives that they're giving up, man, that's gonna cost them in the mid game. Zed goes aggressively on the Orianna. Orianna is in trouble right here. Orianna will be able to get the fruit and will not die in the process. I believe nag-all-in doon si Zed. Hindi lang nakita ng camera. But good job by Orianna surviving that. That will be Zed's ultimate wasted. Hindi ko na nakita kung nag-ultimate doon si Orianna eh. But items wise, galing ng farm dito. Tingnan natin ano focus ni Jhin. Si Jhin is going aggressive also, getting the Yumos Ghost Blade right here. Executioner, ang inuna ni MF is the Ruined King na item. So that's good. Pero lamang po ng farm dito si Oriana. Right, Oriana is being focused on by this MF right here and the Graves, but the team is here and nothing's gonna happen here. Nagro-rotate na po sila sa gitna at the top. If you see the congestion at the top of the red team. That's very good because the next objective is this Rift Herald right here. Sinisimulan na po ni Graves ang Rift Herald, but Jin is there to really poke things out. 5 champions right here. Yasuo is gonna be going down. Zed is doing the Zed is split pushing right here. So this is gonna be a 4v4 and it's gonna be a clash already. MF sends out itself. Very good position right here by the MF. They kill 1. They kill 2. Oy, galing. Omega Esports getting the better of this game. And Oriana also dies. That's 3 champions dead. Plus the Rift Herald. Na natin kanino napunta yung Rift Herald? Di ko napansin. Think yan. So blue team got the Rift Herald plus 3 kills. That's how you get back into this game. And this is what we're talking about. They have to take control of this early game. Si Zed already destroyed the first turret at the bottom and they're able to destroy this mid turret already. Here's the replay. Hopefully may slow motion pero wala po. Kita po natin yung replay. Red team is right here. Malapit mo maubos but Akali goes initiates right there. Ito yun napakaganda na ultimate ni MF right there and soaks the damage to the red team, and that red team that doesn't have any choice but to back away, but they're being focused on by the team and some exits were closed and 3 champions die. Okay, so update tayo. 30k na ang pera sa blue team. They're up 4k in this game, almost 4k in this game. Yeah, I think 4k. Yes, 4k na po ang lamang dito ng blue team. Way to go, especially that we are already at the doorsteps of the mid game. Zed is gonna be much more painful here. Zed is being stalked by these champions. They are gonna be rotating top. Cameraman, please go to the top. Si Zed, ay hirap mag-cast pag ikaw rin nagka-cameraman So, hindi natin makikita. But the bottom turret, man, good space created by that Zed right there. Bottom turret is already destroyed and it's just 8 minutes into the game and 4 turrets are already down on the red side. That's how you win the game. Omega Esports getting control of the game and they're on the driver's seat now. Ang gagawin dito na red team is they will have to farm properly and drag this game out into the late game. They have a much better chance here in the late game. Pero dapat wag nilang pa-snowballin ang blue team. Omega Esports though is already starting the snowball. 3-1 on the scoreboard lang pero it's already a 6k lead on the gold chart. Wala tayong chart pero gold chart kasi sa Dota. So nasana sa Dota. Dragon is already being taken by the blue team and that's already there. Late po ang pasok ng red team but that's another objective given up by the red team. Man, again, they should not be letting the blue team get this. Aside from getting the dragon, it's space created. Aside na late sila dun sa baba, si Zed was solo farming and freely here at the top and almost destroyed na po yung top turret. Ganda na ginagawa dito ng blue team. They're distracting the red team and it's working for them, man. Huli sila sa rotation, nakuha na yung dragon, pero pag rotate nila doon, free na si Zed sa taas and Zed has done significant damage on that top turret right there. Good job by blue team. Omega Esports pulling away in this game. 16-bit gear will have to do better from this point forward. 7k na po ang lead dito sa gold ng blue team. Alright, tingnan natin yung items. Pinapakita naman dito. Yasuo, so far so good si Yasuo. Pero mga pang build pa lang na items. So wala pang talagang core dito for Yasuo. Ang sakit na ng Akali. May Rabadon's Death Cup na Leandre's Torment already here. So blue is definitely out farming the red team right now. So so far I think blue team has a brighter future in this game. This is a best of 3 game and what blue team will have to do from this point on, they have map control already. Wala na yung mga outer turrets sa kalaban and all their turrets are still up, man. Wala pa nga may damage dito halos na turret diba? Only minor damage on the outer turrets. So that's map control for them. They should be exerting their advantage on the map onto the red side. So unti-unti na po nilang pinapasok and naging aggressive na yung mga wards nila dito. And good dewarding right here. Lulu and Graves is doing the dewards. They are gonna be spotting this ward inside the Baron pit right here. Red team is gonna be countering that, but good disengage, very wisely done by Omega Esports right here. Wala pong clash dito, but on the middle side, I think, si Graves is gonna be aggressive at the top, pero he's gonna be disengaging, and that's space created again by this Zed. Man, Zed is pushing like crazy, and it's distracting the hell out of the red team right here. 16-bit gear. Magsasacrifice mo ng buhay dito si Zed. Zed dies, but not before destroying the turret. So, super minion na po doon. Blue team is getting this. They should not. They should be backing out. Dalawang champion sa kanila undead dito. And this is a disaster for blue team. Man, they gave up the Baron because of this. Are they gonna be giving up the Baron? No, they won't. Yung ganda ng ultimate dito ni MF, and it's gonna be a clash, but this is a 3 versus 5, so blue team will have to be very careful here, but MF is dishing out so much damage right here. Graves is right there at the back lines, and this is red team collapsing on a very important objective. Red team is they have to run away. Ultimate here by the Jhin, but man, that is a dead Jhin right there. Sit down, sabi ni Zed. And only Orianna surviving that clash, and now the Baron is up. Hindi! Mabubuhay si Orianna. Right? Hindi pa rin. Alright, good job. That's an ace right there. Sexy move by those Zed outplays given. Galing ni Arise, di ba? Yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Arise is very good with this Zed right here. The split push is doing everything for the team. 16-bit gear is not able to decide properly because of the split push Zed is doing. And this is something, this is revolutionary for this game, man. Zed, in the pro level siguro hindi pa nila na ano to. Ngayon ko lang rin na-cover itong Omega Esports, and I don't really know their strategy. But man, that Zed strategy for split push is working for them like crazy. And they already have the Baron. Score po, 10k na po ang lead dito ng Team Omega Esports. Here's the replay right here, pero medyo late na itong replay na ito. Nagkaubusan na. Zed goes in from the backlines. Says, see you later, Jhin. Orianna thought she is okay already. Third dragon of the game. And makukuha po ito ng blue team. That's gonna further their lead, man. Let's go to the chat. I think, mamaya na tayo mag-chat kasi mukhang mag-GG na ito eh. We're still 13 minutes into the game, but man, sira na yung bottom turret. Baron is here. And the team is focusing on the push on the mid right now. 3 champions here. Nag-go 1-3-1 po sila. Alright, Nexus. The outer turrets, inhibitor turrets are the only ones remaining here sa mid and top. And after that, it's gonna be a very exposed base. Top turret is already very low. Kali will not be pushing this top, but this mid turret instead is taking a pounding. Graves gunning this down, man. And that is a dead turret more or less. Hindi, nade-defend pa nila to. But if they defend this, top is gonna be poked down. And that's already half HP inhibitor right there. Wala pong magawa dito. There's no answer right now by the red team. But so far, so good na defend nila dito. But andyan pa rin yung Baron buff. Are they gonna be sacrificing their HP for this turret dive? No, they won't be doing that. Bot mid turret is still being poked. The wave is here and there. It is ultimate by the MF just to zone everyone out para hindi po na ma-defend ito. That's ultimate well spent by the MF. Top turret is also down already and hindi pa, buhay pa. Almost down pa pala. Wala na po yung Baron buff, so it's gonna be harder to push this one. But that turret, man, is already very low. MF will just be going through the back door, and there it is. The Nexus is exposed. Mabibisi muna dito ang red team. They will be staying in the base and defending these waves, man. Next objective, ano ba susunod? It's gonna be the Elder Drake and the Baron. I think the Baron is gonna be spawning first. Yes, the Baron is gonna be spawning first. Red team will have to go all in on this Baron take, right? If blue team goes for the Baron, red team will have to contest this and go all in. It's GG. Nonetheless, at least man lang kung makuha nila yung Baron, they will have a chance. But man, if blue team will get the Baron, wala nang pag-asa to. This is game 1. Again, very good stalking here by the red team. If meron lang isa maliligaw dito, they will be able to take one, and then that's a higher chance for them to get the Baron. But blue team wisely taking their time, right? Hinihintay lang po nila. They know that they're in the advantage here on this game. Ultimate by Zed on that Olaf will not be enough. Zed will try to run away, and that is, yeah, he will be able to exit. But Ito, dito sa Baron. Punta tayo sa Baron, cameraman. Ito, nakakagulo na dito sa Baron. Graves. There's a ward here and they spot it. Good job by the team. Map control is very important in the game, man. And blue team is, Team Omega Esports is executing this properly. In-off po nila yung Fog of War dito ngayon. But na-initiatean po dito ang Akali. Akali died first on the blue team. That's bad news for them. Yasu is gonna be right there. Pero ang ganda po ng back and in and out po dito ng blue team. Omega Esports doing it, but Zed is already on the turret. Olaf is gonna be trying to catch this Zed. No, this is already GG. Good job by Arise, man. Oy, hindi. Naubos yung creeps nila. Good job by Olaf. Instead, inubos yung creeps. Very wise right there. Kasi pag naubos yung creeps, it's gonna be backdoor protection and Zed is stopped right there. Pero good space provided by Zed right there, man. Nonetheless. Ayan. Nonetheless, lugi na sila dun sa clash, namatay si Akali, di ba? And because of Zed's split push, hindi po nakuha ng red team. They were occupied. So hindi po nila nakuha yung Baron instead. So it's gonna be a reset by both teams. I think the Dragon is gonna be focused next, right? So magda-Dragon muna sito, and this is the Elder Drake right here. And it's the Infernal Drake nonetheless. So wards are here, right? That's already destroyed. Zed is still gonna be doing what he's doing best, and that is split pushing here, and that divides the team's attention right here. Akali will cover for that. So the ultimate of Jin, the curtain call, is not gonna be successful, but they will try to get an exchange here, and they will try to get the dragon, but man, this is gonna be costly for them. Kukunin ba lang yung dragon? Hindi, pauwi na po sila. So that's another space created, and this is a very exposed Nexus. Iba-backdoor na po dito, and man, they miscalculated that. 16-bit gear went for the exchange of the dragon right there, pero ang bilis po ng takbo ng Omega Esports, and they went to the Baron, and everyone was late, man. The Nexus is very exposed, and game 1 goes to Omega Esports. What a game, man. What a game. Congratulations to Omega Esports getting game 1. Let's go to the comments. Tingnan ko nga yung replay. Meron naman tayong replay dito. This is what happened earlier. Pagkakuha ng Baron dito, right? Red team thought that they could still get the Elder Dragon, but the Elder Dragon proving to be very tanky already. Pumasok na po dito sa base. Kaka-TP pa lang po na. Nakita niyo po sa baba sa map. Magti-TP pa lang sila, but it's already too late. So miscalculation by 16-bit gear right there, but that was a desperation push naman kasi nakuha na yung Baron. Baron din naman di ba? So try nila kunin yung Drake. At least meron silang additional na buff pang defend. It was GG nonetheless, right? Valiant effort by 16-bit gear here. But in the end, it is Omega Esports getting game 1. Congratulations to the Philippine team. Again, 16-bit gear is the only representative from Korea na nakapasok dito sa Wild Rift Asia Brawl. And we're on that playoffs. This is just day 1. Okay, best of 3 pa lang yung laro natin dito. Right? Whoever loses is gonna be brought down to the losers bracket. Meron pa tayong losers bracket dito. Alright, Lods, paano mo buksan ng nabasa na natin to. This is from Gel Makeren, Maseren or Makeren. Right, ML players lang mga nakiki-toxic mga live na ganito. Alright, no toxicity here. We're gonna be controlling the chat as much as possible. Michael Pole, top fan here. Thanks, man. Thanks for being a fan. From Philippines po ba ang team ng Smart? Yes po. Omega Esports is sponsored by Smart, and they're from Philippines. Okay, Mark Thomas, ba't ba nandito mga bata na ML player? Man, no bashing of other games, man. ML is still a good game, right? It's still a good game. And if that's what they want to play, let them play. No need to bash them, right? Hindi nyo kailangan makipag-compete dyan. Okay. James Dayagbil, yes po. Alright, ganda. From Michael Pole. Right, nakapag-picking na ata, sir, before pa lang makapasok sa lobby, kaya edited na yung picking. I see. This is from Jo Marie Reyes. I think sinoshow lang nila yung picks kanina. Diba? So, Good luck, Omega PH. This is from Michael Pole. Blue team ba yung PH? Yes po, blue team kanina. So most probably they're gonna be moving to the red team on game 2. So nag-antay lang tayo ng game 2. There's gonna be a break. Alright, again, credits to Assassin Dave and to his team for hosting this wonderful tournament, man. We are just gonna be covering the fights, right? If ever the team, Assassin Dave teams, request us to take down the videos, by all means, they can do that. So, respect to them. But then again, thank you for this. If you want to watch the live directly with Assassin Dave, if you want to watch them cover it for us, andyan po sa video description yung link ng Trovo nila. Right? Alright. Mark Thomas, anong kalaban? Kalaban po dito. Nga pala guys, please share the video. Hopefully, we've earned this request from you. Please share the video para naman po mas marami pa makapanood sa live natin. Ayan. Anong kalaban? You're gonna be watching Omega Esports Game 2. Kalaban po nila is 16-bit Gear of Korea. Right? Omega Esports from PH. Let's go Omega from Mark Lasdoke. Lasdoke? Lasdose. Right? Alright, represent, man. No ginagawa nung Z. Ang ginagawa ng Z was split pushing. Lakas nga nung split pushing is creating lakas maka-dragon. Ang ganda ng ginagawa ng Z eh. Split pushing, creating the space for the team, man. It meant a lot kasi muntik na makuha ng red team yung kanina, di ba? Muntik na makuha ng red team yung Baron kasi namatay si Akali at one point and they're already outnumbered 5 versus 4, but Zed split push, man, created the space and the red team didn't have a choice but to go back home. And since outnumbered na sila, meron sa kanila umuwi, hindi nila kaya yung Baron, so everyone had to go home. That was smart, man. That was high level play right there. Hopefully you're enjoying. Si Arise yung Z, di ba boss? Yes, si Arise yung Z. Joshua Sarmiento, thanks for the heart, man. Delikado ang PH. Okay lang. Okay naman yung laro nila kanina. Yes, si Arise. Dapat kayo na lang nagduo ni Shinbo kesa doon kay 2 stacks. Dapat kayo na lang nagduo ni Shinbo kesa doon kay 2 stacks. I don't know, man, but Shinbo invited us for his tournament. We are gonna be covering this with Shinbu sa Sabado. Okay? Alright, so yeah. Alright. Mark Thomas, nice. Ayos, pasok, Akali, sabay ulti ni Lulu, nice. Pwede rin naman yun. Ganda rin ng combo na yun. Maganda pa pag SS ni M. Oo nga pala. Ang gaganda namang SS ni doon, MF doon. Alright, there were a couple of MF SSs there were really ganda ng position and it's zoning everyone out, and if they don't want to get out, man, it's dealing so much damage. And that is one of the key points right there during the objectives, diba? Kay Dragon, kay Rift Herald kanina na napanood nyo yun. Ang ganda ng mga ultimates ni MF. So yeah, ang ganda rin. That's one good point, right? Go Omega from Dan Dokusin. Alright. Let's go. Mark Thomas. Haha. Hinahayaan si Z. Bad move para kay Arise. Yeah, they're bound to make mistakes at this point, but overall in the game, you're allowed to make mistakes. And basta lang babawiin nyo. Right? If you make mistakes, make sure you make something out of it. Diba? But anyways, ayan, nice move. Lupet 3 versus 5. Yung kanina pala yun, yung 3 versus 5. Ang ganda ng pasok ni Arise doon sa taas to kill the Jhin, and then akala ni Oriana survive na siya, but Oriana still died. Wala tayong replay noon. That's okay. And starting soon na po ang nakalagay dito. So, game 2 should start in a bit. So, you have 5-minute break, guys. Mag 5-minute break kayo if you want to. I'm gonna drink muna. Let's lang muna. Ilang oras lang sasalita. We'll do our best. Arise from Dan. Let's go Stronger. Galing. Talaga mag-support. Ang ganda nung support ni Stronger doon. Yan talaga gameplay nila, Pugak Gaming. Ano yung Pugak Gaming? Is it Rat Gaming? Ganun ba? The Rat strategy ba yun? Kasi sa Dota, pasensya na. I'm still not very familiar with all the items, with all the skills, because mas nasusubaybayan ko po kasi yung Dota. I don't know if that's the term here in League of Legends, yung Pugak Gaming, but the rat gaming is real, man. Rat gaming is yung strategy na split push, and tower turret dives, diba? Isang backdoor na lang yan. Alright, XPK pa nga. Alright, taga saan yung Omega? Philippines po yung Omega. Baited, sobrang tilted na 16-bit gear. Di alam ang gagawin. Ray Calayan went as a friend of mine here in Cebu. And yes, they got tilted at the late part of the game. And wala na. Nakaka-tilt rin naman kasi ginagawa ni Zed eh. Hindi na alam anong gagawin nila. Right? They made a decision to contest, pero hindi nila napansin yung Zed, and they have to cancel the strategy because of the split pushes, and in the end wala sila tuloy nagawa, right? So yeah, Pilipinas ba? Oh my god, yes po. Sponsored by Smart Telecom sila. Right, Michael Paule, yeah, Pinas and Smart Omega. Right, one of the strongest team here in the Philippines right now. Let's go from Nel John. Let's go, man. All right. Liab, abangan. Tingnan natin ang Liab mamaya. Nice from Mark Thomas. Pero kung sa tutuusin po, ang ganda ng labanan mamaya ha. Ang laban mamaya is, kaso nga lang, dalawang PH team ka agad maghaharap eh. Let me just get the line now. Alright, for your information, for further information. Ito yun eh, shinare ko yun eh. Ito. So, susunod na labanan is gonna be Next Play Esports versus Liab. Both are Filipino teams. Okay? I have my bet on Next Play. I think they're stronger than Liab. I could be wrong. Post in the comments sino tingin nyo mananalo Next Play versus Liab. Sila po yung nasa second bracket. Alright, so let's go back. Yan. If you wanna see, dyan po sa screen right now, yan po yung bracketing natin. Right, Omega Esports is against 16-bit gear right now. Next Play Esports versus Liab ang susunod. So, tingnan natin mamaya. Right, let's go back. Starting soon pa rin naman. Alright, let's go to the close-up. Tingnan natin yung mga comments. Dadaanan natin lahat ng comments nyo. So if you wanna shout out, post it in the comments. Man, if you wanna support us, you can send stars. That is gonna help World of Wild Rift a lot, especially with our mission in supporting the World of Wild Rift professional scene here in the Philippines. We already had a tournament before. Lahat po ng mga stars na ibibigay nyo is gonna go back to the professional teams that we are gonna be inviting for the tournaments. So it's gonna end up supporting the PH Pro scene pa rin. So if you send stars, that is gonna be a very big help. If ever hindi po yung magsisend na stars, that's okay, we'll understand. Not everyone can afford that. But please share. Kasi paki-share na lang po ang video. That also means a lot to us. Malaking tulong rin po yan in growing the channel. Diba? Mas lamang ang red team. Kanina, sa simula, lamang ang red team eh. Kasi may tank sila kung magsiset up. Oo nga eh. Kung tutuusin, lamang naman sana ang lineup na red team eh. Diba? They weren't just ready for this rat strategy. And again, in the early game, we told you the win condition of Omega Esports is really to go aggressive and push the pace of the game in the early part and the mid part of the game. Mid part of the game is where Zed becomes online and becomes very powerful, very strong push. And that is where they started their domination in the late game. Right? So ito na yung picks natin. We'll show you the picks. So ito yung mga ban. So no repeated heroes. So hindi po pwede ang repeated heroes pala. Okay, so game 2. Meron pong ban dito si Kennen is banned. 1, 2, 3, 4. Team A cannot pick these 2 champions in this best of 3 anymore. So hindi na lang pwede na kunin yung mga nagamit na lang kanina. It's already banned. Okay, so hindi na lang pwede kunin na yan. So I'm sharing the screen already, diba? So yeah, we'll go to the picks later on. Let's go to the comments habang wala pa, right? Kasi may tank. Yeah, but yeah, if that was a late game, and then patas lang ang labanan, red team would have the advantage of the fight. But they know their win condition. Omega Esports, kudos to them. They know their win condition. They have to go aggressive on the early game and on the late game. So yeah, that's what put them in the advantage of the game. Hindi nila pinadating sa late game yung laro. They took advantage of their mid game advantage. Risky po yung lineup ng Smart po, no? Yes, it is risky kasi what if mapigilan ng blue team ay ng red team yung aggression nila and they are able to drag it into the late game. Pretty even. Yeah, delikado po yan. But Omega, kudos to Omega Esports for executing their plan well. Napitindot ko si Macjan on the comments. Alright, man. Okay, going back to the comments, risky lineup mostly heroes ng red team AOE. Thank you po ulit. Welcome Mark Thomas. Ano next game? Next game, we're still gonna be watching game 2 of Omega Esports versus 16-bit gear, and we're on the pick phase already. So Camille is picked. First pick po si Camille. Very strong Baron laner. I think they're gonna go for hindi na pwede si Oriana to combo with Camille. So maybe they're gonna be going for Lulu this time. So yeah, Brawl this time. So she's stronger. The support is gonna go for the Brawl. That's good. Okay, and then Impressive is gonna go for the Jhin. So this time, si Omega Esports are gonna go for the late game this time, right? So si Jhin and Brawl respect that in the late game. Dito naman sa red side, tingnan natin anong 16-bit gear. They should take Draven or hindi pwede si Kai'Sa kay Jhin. Draven or MF for them. Let's see. We have Choir on the Camille. Hindi na sila pwede mag-Alistar. So, they're gonna go Lulu, I think, para combo kay Camille. They go for Wukong. I think this is gonna be a... Yeah, there it is. Lulu Camille combo with Wukong combo. That's a very strong combo right there. So, 16-bit gear is getting serious right now. I like the lineup this time. Okay, let's see paano mag-respond dito ang Omega Esports. They have Brawl, they have Jhin, Aurelion Sol, or mid combo. They can go for Oriana. Yeah, Oriana is a good pick right here for mid game nila. Their Baron will be maybe Malphite or Olaf. Fiora. No, not Fiora. But they're gonna be picking Fiora. I don't like Fiora because all she does is deal damage. Pero si Arise mo mag-Fiora dito. So, Fiora is a good pusher nonetheless, di ba? So, hindi. So, papalitan nila. I don't like the Fiora pick, man. Garen din. Wala rin naman gaanong nagagawa si Garen sa clashes. But be a tank. So, let's see what the plan is. Anyways, ang late game naman ang plan nila. So, they're gonna go for Vias jungler here. So, Wukong is gonna be jungler here, no, more or less. Kasi kailangan ng combo yun eh. So, si 16-bit gear is gonna go for the Wukong jungler here. So, sino kukunin last Baron laner? Malphite? To further up their wombo combo. Not sure sino. But yes, Arise is gonna go for the Garen. That's okay for the late game, si Garen. Okay naman si Garen to be their tank in the late game. Ezreal is gonna be their... This is gonna be a mid Ezreal. Tingnan ko nga ulit yung pangalan. Mid si Choir. Choir mid. Pero isa-swap lang naman nila yan. Hindi ko mabasa yung pangalan eh. But they're hovering over Ezreal.